It's Saturday, October 20th. It's the last day of the early rifle season, so that's why we're all decked out in orange. But I've noticed over the past week the bucks are really starting to get into it. Starting to see a little bit of cruising action. And I think this is all because this year we're going to have a full moon in October. I think right around the end of October, within the next 7 or 8 days, is going to be just prime time hunting. And right now it's just kind of the build up to it. Bucks are out, they're a little bit grumpy, they're getting a little bit ornery with each other. So I think right now would be a good time to call one in. Halloween day. We're in a stand. It's like 30 degrees. No wind. Bucks are cruising. I don't know how it gets any better than that. It's Halloween day. It's the afternoon set now. It's about 3 o'clock. And I completely switched up from what I was doing this morning. I came to a different property, and you guys will recognize this property. This is actually where I sat that night when I had all those bucks around me back in the beginning of October. And that was the last time I was in here, so I really don't know what bucks are here. I grabbed the card out of my trail camera on my way in and put a fresh one in, but I don't have any way to check it, so I don't know. There might be big bucks in here, there might not be, but we're just gonna sit it, and hopefully we'll be able to get a shot at one if one tries to cross here. It's November 1st. I'm doing a hanging hunt tonight. This will be my first sit actually hunting one buck this year. And I liked it so much last year, but I just haven't been able to pattern one. And I finally have one of our shooters somewhat patterned. I think he's coming up. There's a lake down here, and I think he's cutting through this finger in between a lake and the field. I've got a lake down behind me here, about 100 yards away. And then there's a big brush field out in front of me, 150, 200 yards away. And then there's this real thick finger that runs between the brush field and the lake. And I think that buck is using that finger to get back and forth. So I'm set up tonight right where the finger opens up into this block of woods. So if he comes through here, I should be able to get a look at him. He might not be in range, but at least I'll know that the plan is working. I've decided to name this buck Lucky Number 9. He's been shot at twice already this year. My grandfather missed him back in the beginning of October, and then one of our good buddies that hunts up here actually shot him through the neck, and there's just nothing you can do about it. I mean, the buck is completely fine. I've got pictures of him working a mock scrape right over about 200 yards from this spot, so he's fine. He's out rocking and rolling, and I'm hoping that shot number 3 will be the one that puts him down. This will be our second actual hunt for lucky number 9. I'd love to shoot him. I would also love to shoot the 10-point that's been coming in and out of here. So I'm not going to be super picky. If it's a good buck, I'm going to shoot it. My standards are still where they were at the beginning of the season, so I'm not going to shoot a 5-point if it comes through. But if a good buck comes through and offers me a good shot, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be sitting on the last day of rifle season with a buck tag in my pocket waiting for lucky number 9 to come by, because, I don't know, the chances of actually connecting with a buck that you're chasing after are so low. But it's fun. It's fun to do it. So I'm going to sit tight. Got a couple hours until it gets dark. And if everything goes right, we'll see some deer tonight. No clue what just happened. I had a buck chase a doe right up to me, and she stopped right here at like 15 yards. And she just kept watching something way up the bank. And it made her nervous, I don't know. And then whatever she smelled or saw farther up this way made her turn and run out. And then I never heard that buck grunt again. I never saw the buck, but I could hear him grunting behind her clear as day. Talk about a kick in the nuts. That was like dream situation. Dang it. It's November 4th. Just got up into the stand. We have almost an hour before it gets light. I feel like we have a good chance this morning of seeing some buck activity. The last few days have been really heating up here, and bucks are just, they're moving. And it's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. was a good buck. That's one of the bucks that I've been watching since August. Just a real pretty symmetrical 8-point. His brows kind of bend a little bit, but I would have shot that deer all day long. I don't know if he caught a little bit of my wind or if he saw me move, but he got out in that thick stuff and then he got nervous and then spun around. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another. I guess I'm just gonna sit tight. If he's cruising, then there's gonna be other ones doing the same thing, so might see another one. Big old 140 comes screaming in. That would be awesome. He's mad. Oh, he's mad. He came screaming in here. After I grunted, I stood up because I figured if something comes in behind me, I'm gonna have to stand up anyway. He's still back there walking around. I told myself I better look out in that field to make sure nothing's coming in behind me. And I turned around and he was running across the field. And he's a big-bodied deer, and I was like, oh, here comes a buck. He is just fire. He's rutted up. He's fired up. But he's a 4-point. He thinks he's hot stuff. I'm on my way out. My grandfather's parked over here. He was hunting up in this tree stand here. I'm gonna guess that he's got something. Hands are red.
No drop ties this year.
What'd you get?
8. Probably the one you rattled in, or about that size.
I hope you get him if you.
He's right there. I just can't do it. Ordering 2 more than I thought. Cause I come down and marked the blood trail where he went out in the woods right here, where that stick is. I come out and I sat out there. I thought you'd be out. Yeah, I go check. This was after I shot him at 8. I come back over here at 9. Better start just check and see what you can find. He's about 75 yards down in the woods there. He's dead. But I didn't get a pass through. This half was here where he went into the woods, and this was in him. But man, what a mess. Did a number on him. There's places down here a lot. Places oh yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Real?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Makes me happy.
Congrats.
Thank you. Never know. These strikers got to be 2 years old. They don't know when the last one's going to be.
That's true.
You know, I honestly, until I found him, I thought it was that southern. That's the one we've been seeing.
Holy smokes. Yeah, I guess so. And you said that. That's the entrance or the exit?
Yeah, I got one along. His arrow was against the other side back, way back.
I mean, for an entrance hole, though, that's huge. Holy